Have you ever held on to something so tightly your knuckles turned white? Maybe it's the steering wheel in a storm, a relationship you're afraid to lose, or a career path you've meticulously planned. We grip hard, believing that the tighter our hold, the safer we are, the more in control we are. But what if I told you that true safety, true living, only begins when you finally loosen that grip? What if the secret isn't to control the car, but to learn how to navigate the road as it unfolds? This is what psychologist Carl Jung was getting at. He talked about this deep-seated human need for control, what we can call the illusion of control. We spend so much energy trying to force life into the neat little boxes we've created. We have 5-year plans, 10-year plans, and we get incredibly anxious when life, inevitably, doesn't stick to our script. It's like standing by a powerful river and trying to push it in the opposite direction. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, and ultimately, it's futile. You can push with all your might, but the river will always flow its own way. Jung's wisdom invites us to do something radical, something that might even feel scary at first. Surrender. Now, surrender isn't about giving up. It's not about being passive or letting life just happen to you. It's an active, conscious choice to stop fighting the current. It's about learning to read the river, to understand its ebbs and flows, and to work with it, not against it. It's the difference between flailing in the water and learning how to swim, or even better, building a raft and letting the current carry you where you need to go. Think about it in your own life. How many times have you stressed over something you had absolutely no control over? The traffic jam that made you late, the rainy day that ruined your plans, another person's opinion of you. We invest so much emotional energy into resisting reality. We think, this shouldn't be happening, but it is happening. Jung would suggest that our suffering doesn't come from the event itself, but from our resistance to it. The moment we stop fighting, the moment we accept what is, we free up an immense amount of energy. This is where the magic really starts. When you stop trying to control every little detail, you start to notice things. You see opportunities you were blind to before because you were so focused on your own rigid plan. You connect with people on a deeper level because you're not trying to manage their reactions. You tap into your own intuition, that quiet inner voice that was drowned out by the noise of your anxious planning. This is what Jung called connecting with the self, your true essence. Let's make this practical. How do you start to loosen your grip? It begins with mindfulness. Pay attention to the moments when you feel that tension, that urge to control. When you find yourself white-knuckling the steering wheel of your life, just take a breath. Acknowledge the feeling. Say to yourself, I'm trying to control this, but I can't. Then, ask a different question. What can I do right now, within this situation, to flow with it instead of fighting it? Maybe it means accepting that a project at work won't be perfect. Maybe it means having an honest conversation with a loved one without trying to predict or control their response. Or maybe it just means letting yourself feel sad or disappointed without immediately trying to fix the feeling. Each time you do this, you're building a new muscle. The muscle of surrender, of trust. The final, beautiful revelation in all of this is that when you release control, you don't lose your power. In fact, you gain access to a much deeper, more authentic power. The illusion of control is fragile. It shatters the moment life throws you a curveball. But the power that comes from surrender is resilient. It's the power to adapt, to learn, to grow, and to find peace, and even joy. Not in spite of life's unpredictability, but because of it. You stop being the frantic driver and become the wise navigator. You realize you were never meant to control the river. You were meant to learn its song and dance with its current. So, the next time you feel that grip tightening, I invite you to remember Jung's wisdom. Take a breath. Loosen your fingers. Let go of the illusion, and see what amazing places the river of life will take you. You might just find that you arrive at a destination more beautiful than any you could have ever planned. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more journeys into the mind and soul. See you in the next one.